but I can put an end to your fears. Let me show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet until they start to bleed. DJ, take it away. Tonight is all for you and me. So baby, spin and let the music begin. I know you feel it within. So go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you spin? Don't let the doubt in you win. I know you feel it within. So go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you? I know it's hard for you to give it a try, but you are not.
Oh my God, y'all! I am trying to turn this song off.
I think you owe it to this beautiful.
Where is it at? Come on,
to
come
lose
on.
all your control, do it for you. Let me shy.
There we have it. Y'all, I was trying to turn the song off and could not see where the music
I
was.
was over here
You gotta
talking to
practice that.
You're $1 million baby. You gotta get some new songs.
I'm like, shoot. All right. Let's do this. Welcome to MilSpouse Conversations, home of the tea, where we're spilling the tea and keeping it hot. And our tea is all about inspiring and empowering you and sprinkling some joy in your life. Okay? All right. We're going to have some fun today. We are going to have some fun with today's topic. So as you're coming in for this live, give us some thumbs up, say hello, let us know where you are tuning in from, because we're not nosy, we're just concerned. We want to know where you are tuning in from. Hey, how you doing? Okay, look, we get excited up in here at MilSpouse Conversations. But before we get all of that going, I do want to pause and give a special shout out to our sponsor, USAA. Yes, yo, USAA is here for their third year supporting all the convolutiousness that we have going on here at MilSpouse Conversations. And if you didn't know, USAA does have a military spouse resource hub that provides all types of resources for you through this military life and beyond. So head on over to www.usaa.com/military spouse. All right, ladies, are y'all ready to talk about this whole PCS thing? You know, you've PCS'd to your next duty station, now what? But before we really talk about that, we need to first define what PCSing is. Who wants to tell us what those three letters stand for?
A permanent change of station.
And what happens when you have that permanent change of station?
Your active spouse is moving from one location to another, and more times than not, you get to PCS with them. So you would be moving to a new location.
How many times have you ladies PCS?
3.
3? You don't know, Nashina? Take a guess. Julie said, pretty crazy situation.
That's a good one.
I don't know. Let's see.
Because Nashida, you PCS as the active duty member.
Like 8 times.
So you've done it as
altogether,
the active member as well as the spouse, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, was it different for you being active duty? And okay, so tell us a little bit about that, because I do think that sometimes as spouses, we're like, my active duty spouse ain't doing nothing. He don't help me. He just get here and then he leaves. So tell us what it's like as the active duty member.
Easy.
Easy. She's confirming what you just said.
You don't have all that stuff. Well, sometimes, the longer you're in your career, probably you might have more things. If you're still single later in your career, you might have a small house to move or something like that, but it's probably not like having kids and a wife or husband or partner. It's not like that. It's not like that level of moving, so it's like, oh, let me just take my sea bag and stuff, and they're going to come back out my barracks room. And you go on about your business. But then you have to deal with actually checking in with the actual command. So that's a lot different, because spouses, we don't have to deal with any of that, really. Maybe if you're overseas, you go to NDOC or something, but
you go to NDOC and you sit there in the back.
yeah.
And you eat.
Yeah.
And
get your driver's
sign
license.
yourself in and show up the next day and sit in the back and eat again.
Yeah, if you're overseas, you have to get the driver's license. But that's about
not in
it.
Bahrain. You can use your American driver's license in Bahrain. Just FYI.
Oh, okay, see, you don't have as much like contact with the command, because checking into the command is a whole thing. Like, you have checklists, you have people you have to see, people you have to meet. It could be very stressful. So sometimes when you think, oh, my spouse is just leaving me, they're doing a lot. Like, it can be very stressful, because you have to meet the people you're going to work for, the people you're going to work with. You have to figure out where you fit in. Like, you don't know anybody. Sometimes you might at the whole command, but not in your division. So you have to check into the division, check into the department. You have to go here, you have to go there. Then if you have a spouse, you have to be like, making sure that they're checking in where they need to be. Did you get TRICARE? Did you go to DARES? Did you do all these things? And then the spouse, the actual command is like, well, you have to check in over here. And you're like, well, I have to be at DARES and I have to be over, it's like, can get pulled in both directions.
Active service member is going to work. So it's not always them PCSing and they're having.
That's what I mean. You're at work.
Yeah,
you're at work. If you're at work, right, you're at work and you're still trying to help your spouse, like, do things that you need them to do, but it's not always easy, because they're like, what am I supposed to be doing? I don't know anything about this, But
okay, so let's talk about the three things. What are your three must-do things? Because we're each going to share one thing that you recommend any spouse to do. They've PCS'd, they're at their new location. Now what? What is the first thing? So Grace, you said you've PCS'd how many times?
Well, 3, one's a PCA. So 2, I guess you would say, 2 out-of-state PCS.
Okay. Nishita, you said 8. I've done about 9. Yeah. So we have some moves under our belt. So what do you say the first thing to do when you PCS?
The first thing I do is I find the nearest McDonald's, Taco Bell, KFC, Starbucks, and I go get something. Where's the Starbucks at? Where's Barcelona? I want to know what it is and where I want to go.
Okay, viewers, tell us if you have any suggestions. Tell us in the comments. We want you to talk with us, okay? Just go ahead. Engage with us in the comments. We like to talk, just like we like to eat. And Nishita over here confirming that we like to eat. But we're not going to Taco Bell because I'll be in the bathroom again.
It ain't never messed my stomach up one day in my life. I've been eating it since I was a little girl.
You haven't? What? Now, I did get Taco Bell when I went home last month. I had to get me some Taco Bell.
When we go overseas, we go find, well, me and my son anyways, my husband be like shaking his head. Like, you guys are shaking your head. He'd be like, y'all, I want to go find the nearest McDonald's, because what they got to offer here in this country.
Okay, Nishita, McDonald's. What about you, Grace?
If you have not already joined like Facebook groups and stuff, I suggest doing that. And I'm not talking about like the spouse pages. That's full of drama nowadays. I'm talking like, for example, we just PCS, not just, but our last PCS was to El Paso, and my husband's Marine Corps, but we're near an army base, so we're not connected in the same way. So I jumped into groups. I jumped into El Paso moms groups. I jumped into hiking groups, things that you like to do in your life, resource pages that you can join because you can ask questions. So like we knew nobody here, not at all. There was no main command to check into, totally different situation for us moving here. So I had to figure out everything on my own. And so those Facebook pages, I could search like, where's the closest library? Where's the blah, blah, blah? What do I need to take to do this? Where's the post office for this location? All those things. You can kind of get yourself together using the Facebook pages, I feel like.
Grace, that's so interesting because this year is the first year I've ever joined a group in my area on Facebook. And
really?
Yes, I joined it because I was looking for some restaurant I couldn't find in maps.
See, but it's a good resource. You can find it.
Yeah, it was good. But now I'm like trying to get on it. But
You're like,
I just watch people ask questions. Yeah, I'll be like, oh wow, look.
Well, my recommendation of the first thing to do when you PCS, you're there, now what? Delegate your family members to help unpack rooms. Because as spouses, we feel like we have to be the sole person in the house to get the house organized. Nah.
That's if your stuff is there.
Well, that's true. That is if your stuff is there. Yeah. But you know, see, I like to send actually, when we came to Bahrain, we didn't bring anything. We were like, give us a fully furnished house. Everything's set up, ready to go. So good point, Grace. If your things are here, then yes, delegate. But okay, I have one for if your things are not here, even regardless. I have two, not one. Speak to your neighbors. I don't know how many times I see people, I'm going to say it, in Facebook groups saying they don't have any friends and they don't know anyone. Okay. You can walk out and say, hello. You can be the first person to speak. It's okay. See, Grace is like, nah, I'm speaking. I'm like, hey. Now, I'm not going to talk to you after that, but I'm going to speak. I'm going to initiate the conversation. I'm on the search. Can I say it? Can I say what I'm on the search for when I move?
No. We're gonna have to look in the archives for that. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll see if anyone can fill in the blanks. In different area codes. Ludicrous. Okay. Yeah. That's the first thing I do when I PCS. Okay, anywho, y'all didn't find that funny. Let's go ahead and cut to our first segment, which is Miss Grace.
You mean to tell me there ain't no way?
Okay, so this one's a super easy one. I try to cook as much as I can from home, but a lot of times I forget to take meat out, so I'm like cold water defrosting. And I don't like to use the pans that I have either like aren't high enough or they're not wide enough or whatever for the cut of meat. So I grabbed one of these tins from Dollar Tree. It's like the really big, deep ones. And if it's basically any cut of meat, and I just throw my frozen meat in here and cover it with really cold water and either stick in the fridge or the counter depending on time, and let it defrost in there. So I suggest you getting one, and I just wash and reuse over and over, and this is our defrosting tin. It comes in handy. And that's it for my There Ain't No Way.
All right, and we are back. Look, I'm getting my transition smoother. It just took a little while, but they get better. They get better. All right, so now let's talk about 3 things that we need to be aware of after we PCS. 3 things, one each, that we recommend you not do when you first PCS. Why'd you chuckle, Nishita?
I don't know.
You don't know? Any suggestions in the comments? Go ahead. While these ladies are thinking about this, I do want to give a shout out to all my Leos. Where's my Leos? It's Leo.
Oh, is it Leo season?
It's Leo season. And hey, y'all, if you are a Leo, you don't have to tell me your birth. But let me know if you're a proud Leo in the comments. Let me tell you why. Because one, I'm a Leo. Hey, baby, Leo. 2, we do have a birthday giveaway that we have every month. Y'all just be tardy to the party. But we're gonna give away an Amazon gift card and some MSC merch. All made possible by who?
USA.
So drop us a comment. Let us know if you're celebrating a birthday. If you're a Leo, we're going to cover you from July to August, okay? All right. I don't care if your birthday is today or August 5th. If you're a Leo, drop it in the comments. All right, Nishita. So what not to do? What's your recommendation not doing?
Don't freak out. Don't forget to breathe.
Well, Nishita, if you've already arrived to your new duty station,
I was gonna say don't sulk. Like, even if it's a crappy place.
Well, I'm a sulk. I'm a pout. Don't get it.
Don't pout. Don't do it. Just make the best of it.
It
is what it is. You ain't moving just because you don't like it. So you're gonna have to just get used to it.
I will. On my time. But I'm gonna be on demon time for a second. I'm just not gonna.
On demon time. You're gonna be on demon time.
But really, I just want to get in the car and go drive around. As long as I can get some freedom, I'll only sulk for a little bit. Yeah. And it's usually because I'm tired and sleepy and hungry, because those PCSs could take a lot out of you sometimes, especially when you're going overseas. Oh my gosh.
You said you're tired and sleepy.
And cranky.
That's why you're a demon. That's why you just mean.
Mm-hmm.
So is that the problem when we talk on the phone? When I call you, y'all, I will call Nishita, and she's like, "What you want?"
You better stop that. The devil is a lie, because you know you do not call me. You don't even answer the phone when I call. So don't even start. Don't act like you don't even. You text me, "Hey, I'm driving. I'm doing it." Okay. So first of all, no. And second of all, I don't do that. You better take it back, Sybil.
She'd be like, "What you want, Sybil? I don't care."
Never. It's never happened. It's never happened. It's literally never happened. Just, don't act out because it's Leo season, because you know every season will come back around.
Look, you can't do nothing to me. It's my season. Every season is Leo season.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
All right. So my do not do when you first arrive at your duty station. Don't overbook your life with volunteering for everything. No, what are you laughing about, Nishita?
Because I told you.
What?
That's right. I'm a ghost.
No, for real. Take time and get yourself settled. Get yourself a routine. Get your routine down with your spouse and with your children. I'm guilty. I did it early in our career. And I see spouses doing it now. Because, I'm old. So I be sitting over there like, But we move somewhere and we're like, oh, we want to meet people. So we start volunteering at our kids' schools. We start volunteering for every command event there is. I never did the babysitting swap thing. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna pay a teenager to watch my kids. But we would start volunteering our time, and we're not even, our home's not set up. We don't know if we're coming or going. And then we're walking around mad for the entire 2 years or 3 years that you're at a duty station. So get yourself situated first, and then look at other opportunities to volunteer your time. Was that too
for 2 years.
harsh?
No, that's
Was that
fair.
too?
That's fair.
That's fair.
Oh.
It goes right along with the good advice that Grace gave. Don't pout and don't overbook yourself.
Don't overbook yourself.
Don't overbook yourself because you're pout.
Yeah.
Don't be pouting. Nishita, do you have your segment ready this week?
I didn't have
No.
a segment this week. I'm so focused on this big back trend. I just can't. I'm so focused on that. People are just eating in my timeline. Every time I turn around, I'm just staring and gawking. Because I don't even like to watch people eat.
Do you want to talk about that?
We could talk about that.
You have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds to 60 seconds to talk about it.
Okay. We're going to need the full screen, though. Everybody got to be
Are you ready?
Yeah, but I can't talk about it by myself because I really have to.
Okay, well, hold on. We'll come back to you. I'm going to go ahead and do my segment, and then I'll bring you back, and we'll all be on the screen at the end. You always there's always that one conversation
It's always something.
No one likes that solo screen. I'm just saying. It's better to talk to people than yourself.
You're talking to our viewers.
Yeah, but I need to see someone. I'm like talking to the mirror.
I'm talking to the man in the mirror.
I talk to myself every day, and I have the best conversations ever.
Good on you.
I got to tell you about what caused my stroke. So I have an uncommon rare cause that caused my stroke called carotid webbing. And so I have this little bad boy here in my neck. It's in that carotid artery. And this is what I rock. And I call it my snazzy neck jewelry. Yeah, so I rock some pretty snazzy neck jewelry now. Right here in my neck. All right, and I am back with Stroke Talks. So today I'm just going to give you guys a quick little rundown of an ischemic stroke and what it is. An ischemic stroke is a blood clot that cuts off part of your brain, the blood flow to your brain. Sorry. And it causes 1.9 million brain cells to die in 1 minute. So every minute that there is a lack of oxygen to the brain, 1.9 million brain cells die. Last week, we talked about how stroke is the leading cause of long-term disability. And that is the reason why, because of how many brain cells are dying in a minute. And so it is very important that if you see someone having a stroke or you think they're having a stroke, that you react fast. And so in the coming weeks, we will go over an acronym, Be Fast. It helps you know the signs of a stroke and how to respond to that. And yes, y'all, I am a stroke warrior. 3 years. I had a stroke. I'm gonna bring these ladies on. Just make me a little more comfortable talking about. I had a stroke at my husband's farewell party. Yeah, of all places, right? Like I'm a Leo. Couldn't let the man have the spotlight. He was having too much. He was getting too much attention. I was like, I can top that one.
I'll hold my beer.
It's not funny. I'm not laughing at strokes. I'm laughing at myself. And it's therapy for myself. I laugh at that. Anywho, Nishita, you ready to talk about big backs?
Whoa, yeah.
What a transition, right? That's a crazy transition.
Just jump right into it, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, this whole, so at first it was, well, back when we were younger, it was the model slim. You had to be so slim, right? And then it was the Kardashian look, right? Everybody was trying to do that. Then there were BBLs. And everybody's like, no, get rid of those BBLs. They're not good. And now it's big back.
Wait, I have an appointment for a BBL. It was a birthday gift to myself.
You're not gonna bait me to say something crazy today. Not gonna bait me to say something wild. Today.
Okay. Y'all see, look, y'all. Hold on, Nishita. Y'all, we like to have fun here at MilSpouse Conversations. This is our team, and we have events. We have events every month that are virtual that you get to come behind the scenes via Zoom and chat with us face to face virtually. We also have events around the globe in person. So, yo, what y'all see right here? We are MilSpouse Conversation. This is us right here. Real, relatable. Some of us a little crazy.
Just a little bit. So listen.
She's like, and anywho, back.
Everybody's eating in their car. I'm like, how they eating in their car? I can't eat a French fry in my car without one of them sliding under the seat. They have a whole platter there, a whole meal, and they're just eating. And you know, when I was little, even if my grandmother wasn't physically around, if I was smacking like that, there'd be a hand that just came through the car like, that one. But now it seems to be socially acceptable to like get on camera and smack and like talk while you're eating. Now I do watch, this is one lady I watch all the time, well, this person that I watch all the time. And she's always telling stories. So it's almost like she's, you know how you go out with somebody who talks a lot and they're eating and they're talking. And it's enjoyable because you're like, they're telling some wild stories, but they are showing you their food, is no doubt. You're going to see everybody. But I'm like, how did we get here as a, you know, species where we used to be like, shut up, you better not smack one time at the table, to everybody's and this whole erotica with the seafood. I'm about to be off the seafood. I can't. I'm like, what are you guys doing with these lobster tails? Please don't do that. Please stop it. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And it's in my timeline. So it's like, did I somehow telepathically request this from the algorithm that I should see large? And then there's this guy, he eats all these big, large, like lobsters. Now, can you imagine you a lobster? You've lived 200 years.
And then you get eaten.
Eating in somebody's car. Like,
that's hilarious.
I'm on that. How'd you get here, lobster? You lived all this time. 60, 70, 80, 150 years. And now you're in somebody's car just getting smacked up. I don't understand. I don't get it. And then everybody's like, big back and big back. I'm like, And everybody's like, I'm a big back, and it's very much catching on. And I feel like, wow, see, people said that the body positivity movement was a failure, but success in the big back movement. So we're gonna go back to, because you used to find those statues, when they used to find those statues, it'd be like a goddess and she'd be all round and plump, or those Renaissance paintings of the big women. She's very girthy, with a lot of love handles and stuff. We're going back to. Are we moving toward that again, or? But I'm fascinated. I can't stop watching these people eat. I do not know why. I hate it, and also cannot stop looking at it. Like, I click on it myself, and then this is the crazy.
And now you just
It'll pop up in the you know how when you open YouTube, it's always on my YouTube. It's never on Instagram, or I don't be on TikTok. It's not on Instagram, and it is on Facebook, mostly recipes and stuff, and like a lot of heart disease and high cholesterol on Facebook. But I'm here for that too. I look at it, the recipes. But anyways, it's always that YouTube, and it's in those reels, and I can't even help myself. I'm like, oh,
you're just stuck in. You're like lost in the cycle now, just scrolling.
I'm here for
you know
it.
what's interesting? Next week's show, we're going to talk about body image and relationships with food. Or did you not see that notification, Nashida?
I saw body image. I didn't know.
Here and now, and like the moment. I like to live in the moment. So we're on this.
That means she did not.
Surprise, surprise. Are you surprised, Sybil? Are you surprised? I haven't seen it.
Look, I have accepted you for who you are. But Grace saw it. You saw next week's. Actually, it was one of your requested topics that we talk about.
Yep.
See, folks, the conversation starters, they have input in what we bring to the show, just like you do. If you would like us to talk about a particular topic, let us know. We'll talk about it. We will give you our 2 cents. Or as my granny said, it's not even your 2 cents because you don't even have 2 pennies to rub together. Like, dang, Granny, not to be that harsh.
Yeah.
But anywho, we are done chatting. We're finished spilling the tea, but we will be back next Wednesday, which is the 31st. Yes, 12 noon Eastern time. And we do have an event coming up in August. It will be a virtual event. It's going to be a meet and greet, so you can just come join us in our virtual tea room for the conversation. Get to know us a little better. And a little hint, there will be an event coming soon for Bahrain. So pay attention because you can register. Because you need to register. Okay. Playing with y'all. Any final words, ladies, while I try to look at this screen that I can't see? I cannot see this screen now.
Just enjoy the ride of PCS. It's crazy, but it'll be worth it at the end.
Yeah, have fun. Try to have some fun wherever you go, because there's always different stuff to do, in different areas of the country or different countries all together. Just try to find the fun part of it.
Yes, and there's amazing people. You will meet some amazing people.
Yeah, you always realize at the end when it's time to leave, like the good parts about the time you spent in a place.
Yes. And don't be afraid. I'm going to say this real quick. Don't be afraid to speak to someone. Like, I have literally seen people and I'm like, ooh, I want her to be my friend. Yes, I sound like I'm 10. You roll over and just like, hi, how you doing? There's a lady I met here and I heard Tennessee. And so when I had the opportunity to talk to her, I was like, oh, I'm from Tennessee. I mean, find something that you have in common. All right, folks, have a good one. I'm gonna get ready for this other interview. I have an interview. Actually, in 25 minutes. I'm gonna take a quick nap and
Don't be late.
and go talk about MSC somewhere else. Oh, Grace,
Yes.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
What is your saying and what is gonna be happening with that?
Oh, sprinkle some happy into your crappy. Yeah, we're gonna have a merch line. We're gonna have some shirts and stickers with that awesome little quote to keep you positive in your crappy days. So just check the site every now and again, and it'll be up there soon. We'll keep you updated on that.
Yeah, you see how I slid that in? Like, I love putting Grace on the spot.
Oh,
Surprise, surprise. All right, folks. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.